Why, hello there. Hi there. Hello, hello. Stream is starting. Whew, I am sorry it is such a late stream tonight. I'm trying to make sure everything's all set up here. Yeah, I really apologize for the late stream. I woke up late today and I had a bunch of errands to run. And so I ran as many errands as I could. And yeah, it was it was it's fine, but I'm here now. Hello, sorry about the long wait. I know I usually stream earlier in the day, but this is just like I literally just got home like 15 minutes ago. So yep. So hello, Emrer, Raven, Agnes, Florence, hello. Hope you're all doing well. Today was, like, weather wise, was a gorgeous day where I live, and it was amazing. But I spent the whole time running errands, as I mentioned. Freddie is being so annoying because it's time for him to get a snack. I've been giving him catnip every single day, and it has been helping Freddie immensely. For those of you who don't know, Freddie here has like cat IBS or something like that. Like he's got some tummy issues, and he hasn't had an accident in like 5 days, which is monumental for him. Like he's doing amazingly well. I got to snuggle with him for like 2 hours the other night, and he didn't have an accident, and it was wonderful. It was so nice to be able to cuddle with him and not worry about him having an accident. I'm really hopeful that he's gonna be just doing better. Someone suggested to me, I think on stream, like to do catnip like once a day, and I'm thankful for that suggestion. It's really great. So I'm really happy for him. Hopefully he'll keep improving, and yeah. So anyway, hi there, Jillian. Welcome. Glad to see you. And Freddie, yeah, we are here for sure. Nate, hello. Skylar, hello. Clyde, hello. Your timing worked out perfectly. Just finished up your work for the day. Oh, well, nice. I just finished up my errands for the day, so almost the same thing there. CD, hello. Hello. I need to drink some water. I'm parched. I'm dehydrated. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. So I had like a really weird interaction with someone today. I did my legal name change like a little bit ago last year, and like late last year after the November elections, I was like, oh crap, I gotta get a move on with stuff. So I got my legal name change done and everything. And oh, Fred, he's on my lap. He's just sitting on my little chair. But oh yeah, so getting my name updated in all the systems is really annoying. Like you don't really understand how hard it is to go through and update your legal name on every single system, every single platform, everywhere. It is a huge pain in the butt. Like it is so much work. And it's more work than you think, because like you can't just log on to an app and be like, oh, edit name. Like most freaking yeah, well, the name change was a while ago, but thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Welcome, Emmett. But yeah, Freddie, stop chewing on my nails. I got nail polish on. I don't need you chomping on that, okay? He'll get his tummy's doing great right now, but after he gets a little nail polish in him, he's not gonna be doing so great. Yeah, you have to go to the bank, the Social Security office, everything. But on top of that, like insurance companies, like all of your like PayPal and Venmo and Cash App, all of that crap or whatever, like all of those kinds of apps, everything. You have to go through everything. And you literally, like, you can't just hit the edit button and type the new name. You have to go and take pictures of your ID, and sometimes take pictures of yourself, and you have to like submit them to the company, and sometimes they want to have a phone call with you, and it's just such a process, because obviously like they don't want people committing fraud, so it's a step to prevent people from committing fraud. But still, it just feels like such a pain in the butt. Anyway, I was trying to update something today, specifically some medical stuff. So I had to call this doctor's office, and I was talking to a lady on the phone, and she was so incredibly rude to me. She was so rude. Um, I don't know. Like I was thinking about it, and I don't know what it was that made her so rude to me. Like, and this is actually something I kind of wanted to talk about because it's really interesting. Um, your like my perception when someone is rude to me sometimes, like when I'm doing stuff like that, my perception could be that the person's being, transphobic, or like they're not friendly towards people like me. But like she was rude to me kind of before she knew that I was trans on the phone. And so I think she was just being rude to me. But like, you know what I mean? Since I'm trans, it's kind of when someone's rude to me, it's kind of easy to think like, oh, is this because I'm trans? Like, are they being rude to me because I'm trans and they know I'm trans? But I don't know. I think that they were just being rude to me, to be honest. And it's just shocking. It's just shocking how rude some people can be when their whole job is like to talk to people. Um, Claire says doctor's office receptionists are always the rudest people in the world. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they deal with a lot of stuff, and I'm sure like they have a lot of frustrations, people canceling last minute, or things happening, and having people call and ask questions that like are goofy or whatever. But like for real, it's just like, Freddie, you cannot chomp on my nails, okay? He's also shedding his winter coat, and like I swear his fur is just like magnetically attracted to me. Um, it's ridiculous. I can feel his fur like on my face already, which is like a sensory nightmare experience. And yeah. Anyway, gosh, that lady was so rude, like shockingly rude. And then I just got back from I have a medical card, a medical marijuana card. So I just got back from the dispensary, and I had to update my name there because I finally got the registry updated. And they so nice. The lady there, so nice, so sweet, so kind. Bless her heart. Like honestly, she's someone that I've seen a lot over the past, you know, couple years. She's worked there very consistently. I'm trying to get this Freddy fur off my face. Like I can feel it like on my nose or something. It like gets stuck to my face a little. It's very fun. Forgive me if I'm not entirely caught up, but what will you do next election? Don't you need like your birth certificate or something now? How does that work? Well, I'm trying to get everything, you know, uh, updated before the next election. And as far as I'm aware, with the executive order that Trump signed about election changes, as far as I know, that was blocked by a court. So that executive order was completely blocked by a court. I don't know. We're in this really weird gray area where it's like, does that even matter? I mean, it does matter sometimes, but then other times they just blatantly disregard the orders. So like, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. I think if they try to restrict elections that much, like making people bring their birth certificates, you're going to get like 5% of the population voting. So I don't know. Let's see. This is why I'm so happy my work is cool using my name instead of my legal name. Because geez, I don't want to have to go through this process. Yeah, that was actually something that I was really happy about too in my workplace before I had my legal name change. Part of the reason I was dragging my feet for so long on getting it done was because my workplace was like super nice about everything with me being trans. Like my workplace, incredibly respectful. They have done nothing but treat me with respect. And they've used my chosen name the entire time. No one's been weird or mean about it. And it's just like even in the systems at work before my legal name change, they had updated all of it except for like paying, pay stuff, because like obviously you can't change that without a legal name change. But like in the systems, I was Leah before I got the legal name change. And so like that was really wonderful. But honestly, that's part of the reason why it took me so long to get going on the process, because it didn't really feel all that pressing at first. Did you hear about the Mississippi, Louisiana Supreme Court said that any trans person 21 and under can't change their names? I did not hear that. in Mississippi and Louisiana, that I'm not super surprised. I would need to look that up. Maybe I will look that up in a second. Elections are decentralized, so legally controlling elections isn't easy. Not my number one fear right now. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I would right now. I'm more afraid of them just like deporting political opposition. Like, I feel like that's a more relevant and pressing concern, to be totally honest. Not to downplay the concerns about election interference or potentially voter disenfranchisement, but we have a little bit. I mean, midterms, they come up, and there's local special elections, but just make sure your voter registration is up to date. And one thing that's really important, and this is going to be really important for trans people, like, if you get a legal name change, part of voting is a signature verification. And so, like, your signature, I'm pretty sure it's the signature on your driver's license is the signature that they go off of to check against. And so, like, you need to make sure you practice your new signature and that you have it figured out. Like, I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but like I didn't think about it when I went to the DMV to update my license with my legal name change. I did not think about what to do for my signature, so I wrote some scribbly nonsense that I don't think I can repeat. And I'm gonna have to get my license updated again, probably, literally just to update my signature so that I can, do it consistently, and the voter stuff will not be an issue. Because that's actually one thing I'm really concerned about is going to sign my name and I sign it like, you know, poorly. Hey Jennifer. Hey Diamaine. Kate. Hello. Gwen, hello. My cat's name is Freddy, by the way, Kate. Didn't we already have this legal battle? Passports cost money. We can't charge people to vote. Yeah. Like I said, there was a court ruling about that executive order that blocked it. So we will see. We will see. I mean, they are trying to do a lot of voter disenfranchisement stuff, but that's been part and parcel of the Republican Party for an incredibly long time before Trump. Like that's been one of their staples in making sure that they can gain power eventually. The Republican Party is a minority party, and they have to have things like voter disenfranchisement to be able to get the kind of turnout low enough on the Democrat side to like, they have to mobilize their base with fear and anger, and they have to disenfranchise minority like people and all sorts of people to try to like prevent turnout for the left. So yeah, and some of that's racism too, and sexism. Like, they don't want women to vote, they don't want black people to vote. Oh my god, I love water. I love water so much. You'll be working on that exact same thing in Texas. Okay. Good evening. Extremely stressed out. Hey there, Liam. I'm sorry to hear that you're stressed out. I'm here for you. We're all here for you. Freddie, he wants his treat so bad. He's not gonna leave me alone until I give him his treat. So let me do that. I honestly think we should have mandatory voting. That's an interesting thing. The only thing about mandatory voting is that you get a lot of people who don't know the issues at all and vote on them because they have to. And then it does add a lot of chaos to the system, even though I do think that turnout overall is good. Like, the more turnout, the better. But they don't like to lose, as we've seen on January 6th. Yeah, exactly. They're like, protect the children, and then people say, okay, how? And then they offer nothing useful. Yeah, like, it's this thing with the Republican Party where, like, they talk about wanting to protect the children, and then there's like 400 school shootings a year, and they just have thoughts and prayers. Like, that's all they have are thoughts and prayers. And it's like, you can have your thoughts and prayers, but like, can we do something about this? Oh no, because you're funded by the NRA. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, gun lobbyists are a big issue in America because they really prevent that conversation from even happening, because people are paid to just shut up and stand by while children are massacred in school systems. by other children, like children massacring children with weapons of war. Like does that sound like protecting children to anybody? I don't think it does. But um, the problem with us women is that we vote for Democrats too much, and the Republicans don't like that. That's so true. Um, but not by more of a like Trump got a shocking amount of suburban women. But I mean, he's kind of always had that. I think it's just an unfortunate reality in America that there are a lot of women who are strong armed by their husband to support the Republican. Like that, like the wife might not be inherently political, and so the husband views her vote as his vote and convinces her to vote for whoever he wants. And that's just like that's like an issue in suburban America with the kind of culture that we breed here. That you know we could get into a more serious conversation about that, but voting should be a paid federal holiday. I agree. We should have, everybody should be able to have the opportunity to vote. Making it so that like it's up to you to like make sure you're off work or whatever, and it's dumb. Protect the children. Also, let's deport a 4-year-old American child with cancer because their mom is an American. Yeah. This child was undergoing treatment. Oh gosh. Was undergoing treatment while being deported, and the treatment was interrupted. As far as I'm aware, the child lost access to medicine that like the child needs to help fight the cancer. So it would also be nice if we had ranked choice ballots instead of just the pick one and hope you don't lose system. Yeah, there's a really good video that I watched about voting systems, and I can't remember who did it, but there are a number of voting systems that are really good. Ranked choice is better. Ranked choice is better than the electoral college system that we have now, like first past the post, that kind of thing. But there's one that's even better than ranked choice. I can't remember what it's called. I never can remember what it's called. There's a specific kind of voting system that's even more fair than ranked choice, and I'm blanking on it. Like I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it starts with like an A or something. I don't really remember. But I need to give Freddie the treat. Something like weighted. I don't remember. I don't want to like speak out of my butt. I really wish I remembered what it was called. Let me just do a quick Google search here and see if I can pull it up somehow. Various voting systems. List of electoral system. Trying to see here. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember which one of these is the really good one. It's a form of ranked voting. It's not ranked choice per se, but it's like, oh God, I can't remember. Whatever. I'm not gonna focus on it. Let me see here. Kinds of ranked choice voting. Actually, let me just try to search. Is Freddie cleaning me? He's bugging me because he really, really wants me to give him his treats. I think it's consensus choice voting. Is that what it is? I think it's consensus choice voting. I don't know. I can't find it. I honestly, I'll look for it later. Alternative voting. I don't know. I don't know, give Kibby attention. I'm trying. He really just wants treats. He doesn't want pets. He wants treats. Automatic runs off starts with an A, but that's just the same as ranked choice, I think. No, actually, I think it is automatic runoff. And it's like it's almost the same as ranked choice, but slightly different for some reason, and I can't remember exactly what it is that makes it different. I watched a whole YouTube video on it and then like promptly forgot 85% of it. Speaking of, tomorrow is the day I see the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith in theaters. Awesome. That's cool. Here, let me get the treat. All right, Brad. All right. Come here. Out of the closet. Ready. Out of the closet. No. Uh. He's such a goober. Such a goober. He gets catnip now every day because it is good for his tummy, which is good for me. Good for him and good for me. I will take my leave. I just saw the stream on my home, on your way home, or on your homepage, and popped in. Thanks for the chat. You all folk have fun, especially stay safe. You have a good one too. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who's here. If you want to hit that like button, that would be incredible. Would super appreciate that. I got some string lights for my background, and I kind of want to see if they work well. So they might not be bright enough, but I also got them for camping, but I also can use them here. So let me try. I don't know. I kind of don't think it's bright. It's gonna make oh. I thought this would like a lot faster. There we go. I don't think that really did anything. Did that do anything? No, not really. Yeah, it's not very bright. Like, it's brighter in person, but it's not that bright on the stream. Oh well. Need those for your setup? Yeah. I thought they were gonna add a little more light. I mean, I don't know. It's just like I feel like you really can't see like any of my plushies back there. Like kind of hard to see like the titles of the books or like anything. And I thought maybe, just maybe, that would kind of help light up the background there. But I don't think it's really doing much of anything. Yeah, especially in contrast to my other lights. So I might need to get something brighter. Like I might have to get actual like strip LED, like a big strip, and just put it on the tops and the sides of that case there. Yeah, Freddie, you got your tweet. You got your tweet. Okay, so the main topic of today has already been touched on, but essentially, lately the deportations have picked up a bunch, and they are a lot. Oh, someone just reposted like an old stream, I think. Oh, okay. No, it's someone reposted like a bunch of my stuff on Blue Sky. I would really like to try to post more on other social medias. I suck at it, unfortunately. Here, like actually let me post about my stream on Blue Sky. Let me try to get that pulled up. But yeah, today basically the stream is just about the fact that this is all happening. We have hold on. We have Trump trying to deport people, and in the process, he's deporting people with their children, and some of those children are sick. So he is deporting sick children with cancer, and interrupting their treatments and potentially causing them to lose their lives, which is very not pro-family, very not pro-children, and it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. We're seeing a lot of unlawful deportations, and a lot of them, like the number that I've seen is between 70 and 90% of people being deported have no criminal record. Again, between 70 and 90% of people being deported, zero criminal record. They have not committed any crime. They are not criminals. They are just random people. One thing that I've seen lately, just joined, don't know if we discussed the UK yet, but I have another reason not to go there. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go to the UK. Doesn't really sound like a place I'd want to go anyway. Like, it just sounds like it kind of sucks. So yeah, I don't feel like we're really missing out on too much with that, but I feel you. Feel bad for the trans people living in the UK right now. That is a dark place to be. Just like the United States, kind of on the front lines of this pushback against progress. But anyway, a really concerning thing that I've seen, which is related to that judge that got arrested. There are, like you have, like, if you come into the country and you claim asylum or whatever, you start a process, and in that process, oh god, Freddie scared me. In that process, you have a series of like court, appointments that you have to go to like get documentation, go in front of a judge, explain what happened, like all of that stuff. Like it's a whole process. It's an entire process. And one really disturbing thing that the deportation efforts have revealed is that they are literally waiting outside of court hearings. Like they'll wait outside of a hearing, and they will literally grab people after they've had their case adjudicated on. So like they go in, they show up for their scheduled appointment like a good person would, like they're doing everything right, they're following the system, they're doing the stuff that they're supposed to do. They go to their court case, and even if they get a ruling in their favor, saying, hey, yeah, you're allowed to stay here, says the judge, the deportation officials, the ICE or whatever, will literally just grab these people as they're leaving the courthouse and throw them in a vehicle and deport them. This is insane. It's disgusting, and it goes against everything that you would want for a country. Like, you want people to show up for these appointments, for these hearings, for this process. Like, this is the legal process. You know, if they want people to be documented and they want people to go through the legal process, this is it. So when they start arresting people, basically blackbagging people outside of courthouses for showing up to their scheduled appointments, this is ridiculous. Like, they want to force people into the shadows, essentially. What's going on with the UK? Emmett said there's a Supreme Court ruling the UK had that essentially was transphobic in nature, and I don't know what the implications of that are, but things in the UK have been super messed up for a while now, so probably nothing good for trans people there. And what this is going to do is make it so that folks stop following the laws. Exactly. And this is the point that I want to get to most of all, is that the point of all of this deportation fear stuff is to get people to shut up and work out outside the bounds of the law, or barely inside the bounds of the law. You may not know this. There's a system of visas that workers can get, and so I can't remember what it is. I just watched a video on it. I think John Oliver, is that what did he do a video? No, it was More Perfect Union did a video on it. It's a kind of work visa that, like, farmers use to get immigrant workers to, like, work the farms, the fields, and everything. And this kind of visa allows people to underpay their farm workers. Like, they can underpay them dramatically because they're non-American citizens, and it's essentially indentured servitude. Like if you watch the More Perfect Union video, it's really dystopian. Like, a lot of these farms make people pay to get the job. Like, you have to pay the company to get the job, and then you have to live on the farm. Like, you're not allowed to live off premises, and the accommodation for these people are disturbing. Like, it's essentially, it's just new age slavery, you know? And what this deportation stuff does is it makes it so that people feel afraid to stand up for themselves. You know, they don't want to get thrown out of the country, so they'll put up with the abuse because they're hoping that they can stay. And let me these USA 40, what is it called, 4A or something. I'm trying to look up the name of the visa. H2A? Yeah, I think it's H2A. It's like they have to, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So essentially they can abuse these people and put them through a horrible situation, basically new age slavery, and they're not even allowed to complain about it, because if they complain about it, guess what? You're getting deported. You're getting sent back. So it's a system of control. If you look up, I wonder if I can actually find this. I should stop closing that window so I can Google stuff. H2A visa over time graph. Okay, that one goes up to 2020. I'm trying to find, goes up to 2021. I'm really looking for a more recent graph. Let me hold on. Move you guys over. So you can see this here, this graph right here. This is a H2A program leading up to 2020. And you can see how over time, this has started to spike. Like this graph has started to spike. And what this is showing are the amount of these immigrant visa workers that are coming into the country and doing jobs like farm work or other things that we need done, agriculture work that a lot of Americans don't want to do, or we don't pay enough to get American workers to do that kind of work. And so it's expanded over time, and this is a system of control for those people, because as it's expanded, obviously the workplace conditions, things like that, the abuses that this program enables have gotten worse over time. And so it's really unfortunate. Yes, H2A, who is breaking the law and it's not who you think video. Yes. Yeah, More Perfect Union does a lot of incredible work. I think they do a fantastic job of showing you how a lot of these policy positions, a lot of these things that the Trump administration, what they're doing, like they do a lot of work that shows the effects of what this is actually doing, like what is actually happening on the ground for people and how they are being affected by the Trump administration. I really suggest people subscribe if you don't watch More Perfect Union, a really valuable channel. Jason, a 15-something gender fluid peep up here in Canada, just found your channel recently, Leah. Enjoying it so much. We need community. Thanks for this from north of the border. Thank you so much, Jingle. Oh my gosh, Jason English. Thank you so much. I almost said Janglish. I don't know why, but thank you. I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you. You're more than welcome to join the Discord if you want. Actually, speaking of which, let me grab my link tree here. So I have a link tree with all my socials in it. Unfortunately, I'm really only active on YouTube right now, in Discord basically. But I want to start posting more on other social media platforms. So I might do a poll about that to see what you guys are interested in. But yeah, I just posted a link in the chat. It's my link tree. If you click that, it'll open up and you can go straight to my Discord from there. There's a link to my Discord. You just click that and it'll pull you right in. So you just click the link tree, you click the Discord link, you're in. There's a short verification process, so make sure that you start a ticket to get verified. But it's pretty easy, just a little tell us about you kind of thing. We want to try to keep the Discord safe and keep it people that are, agreeable and stuff. So listen to Streetlight Manifesto and Mischief Brew. Have a nice night. You too, Mad Possum. Is Streetlight Manifesto, is that a music group? Let me look. I think I've heard them before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard them before. I should give them a listen again. I don't really remember much about them. Oh, they're touring this year. Just followed you on Blue Sky. Well, thank you. Yeah, I want to start posting more often. So like with Blue Sky specifically, I have a hard time posting consistently because like I never used Twitter. I was never a Twitter girly. And so like I'm not used to just posting my random thoughts, you know what I mean, all the time. Like it's just not a reflex that I have. And so like I just end up not using it. I also just like don't really know if I like that kind of use of social media. Like I don't know if I really enjoy the just like post whatever you want, like whatever you're thinking of. Dog Park Dissidents is another good one. I've heard of that group too. You're making me want to look it up. I don't remember what kind of music they make. Where did my Spotify go? Why is it not pinned to my taskbar? There we go. I unfortunately use Spotify. I've just used it for so long. Like I just have so much music saved on there. Like I don't know if I could really. I've definitely listened to them before. Dog park dissidents. I've heard them before. No, I've heard that before. But oh well. Uh, yeah. So basically, what I was talking about with the visa workers is that this is all a system of control the um with the like, I don't want to call them undocumented, but like, people that are like going through the process, they're working in the country, they're trying to make their way towards citizenship. And yeah, it's really disturbing to see that the lengths um that they'll go to. Like, they're saying, they're basically saying, like, we don't care if your child has cancer. We don't care if you have all if your family's here, if your children are American citizens. Like, you know if you yourself are not nationalized, and even then, doesn't seem to it might not even matter. But it's just, God, it's really dark. It's really bleak. The deportation stuff has definitely been probably some of the worst stuff that's happened so far. The human rights abuses, the lack of due process, ignoring court orders, all of that very dystopian, very frustrating. Oh yeah, someone just mentioned, Mackenzie, thank you. Carney's been announced as the winner in Canada already. This might be a sign that the Western world is already sick of Trump-like figures. This is really important news. I'm glad to hear it. I was actually terrified to look at the Canadian elections today. Like, I was really scared to look at it and see what was going on there, because it was looking good for us, like for the Liberal Party. But I don't know. You don't want to hope on something and then it not come true. So yeah, Carney's been announced as the winner. I feel like Canada did a really good thing, like Justin Trudeau stepping down and bringing Carney up to prime minister, and then him calling the election during this time period. Really smart. It's showing. It shows how the world is already reacting against the Trump administration. Like, it's kind of interesting because everyone is sort of like, people generally think that the Trump administration is going to influence the world in a right-wing way. Like people keep saying that they think that Trump is going to push the world to the right. I see that all the time. Tons of people are saying it. Tons of people are thinking it, that it's gonna embolden dictators and authoritarians, all that. And that's true. It's going to embolden those people, but also, like, Trump is proving that authoritarians like cannot rule effectively. Like, he's proving the point that a one-man figurehead making all the decisions is incredibly harmful. It's destructive to the country, and it's harmful to the established processes that keep a country stable and keep it from collapsing entirely on the whims of a deranged, dementia-riddled old man. And so I think Canada is a good example of the world seeing Trump and going, actually, maybe we don't want this right-wing crazy stuff going on. Germany was also an example of that. Germany had their election, and the far-right party was polling very well, and then Trump took office, and they lost a lot of steam. And the Conservative Party won, but it was not the far-right Conservative Party. It was like the neo-conservative party that won in Germany. So in Canada, the far-right party is is led by the Peter, what is his name? Peter Polyev. I'm so glad I don't have to actually know anything about this guy anymore. Like, I don't have to like care about him anymore. Like, this guy is gonna his entire political career is cooked now, because he did this big push to try to be the far right leader of Canada and just completely lost. And he's just literally a Trump 2.0 kind of guy. Like, his name is Peter. I can't remember how to say his last name. It's like Polyev or something like that. But he was polling pretty well until Trump took office. Like, Justin Trudeau was in power for too long. He was really unpopular, very unpopular. People were sick of him. And so it's just, it's just really interesting. Trump took office. All of a sudden, this Peter guy who's literally just using Trump's playbook loses a bunch of favorability because people recognize, like, he's saying the same things Trump is saying. Is he going to do what Trump is doing? Like, we don't want this. And so the whiplash reaction to that was really incredible. And yeah, when I was tired, I accidentally called him Peter Griffin. Might as well be him. Peter tried to make himself the Trump the Canada version. Yeah, like a maple leaf MAGA kind of guy. You have a better grasp on Canadian politics than many Canadians. Well, thank you. Part of that is because I have people comment on my videos and tell me stuff about Canada, about Germany. Like people actually do a lot of informing me in the comment section. Get a lot. Oh, that is so disgusting. Ooh, I'm gonna report. Can you all mass report this person, please? In my jeez, I reported them, and oh, it went ahead and removed the comment. Okay, so sheesh, that person came in swinging, came in. That has to be a bot. Like, I don't know, maybe not, but some people are that hateful. But oh my gosh, like, whew. Anyway, yeah, people in my comment sections, they also say really deranged stuff and unhinged stuff like that guy did. But there are people that say some really informative stuff that leave me like really long comments informing me about various things happening. So that's cool. That's really cool. Also, like, you know, I have my Discord. There are Canadians in my Discord. I have a friend specifically that I know that's Canadian. We don't talk about politics very much, but yeah, anyway, I'm here, you're here, everyone's here. Great, glad to see it. Thank you all very much. If you could hit that like button, that would be wonderful. Would super appreciate that. Help push the video into the algorithm. I noticed that I'm getting bigger, and so like the hate engagement is getting more prevalent. I noticed that like every time I stream, I get more and more bigots and more people that are like hateful and that are just trying to troll me or cause a stir or whatever. So yeah, no, it is what it is, but that's part of growing. That's really weird. You know what's really interesting about the hate engagement is that these people are like literally helping me. Like they're like pushing they're like doing engagement and stuff. Like they're pushing my channel forward, but they can't help themselves. Like they have to get their word in. Like they have to say what they need to say. And honestly, like a lot of there are a lot of bots. So a lot of it's not even like actual real people, but some of it are real people. And like you have to be such a sad, lonely, pathetic person to like spend your time leaving hate comments on a random, like I don't even have 15, like I have almost 15,000 subscribers. Like that's like I'm no one. Like I am such a nobody in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of things, if I could use words properly. And I just don't understand how someone could possibly think that it's a valuable use of their time to sit there and like harass me or like try to cyberbully me. For one thing, I grew up on the internet, so like the hate only makes me stronger. Like I will like, spite is such powerful fuel, they have no idea. But also like for real, I've been on the internet long enough that like I've seen the hate. I've seen plenty of it. I've, you know, seen it up close and personal for a long time. So I'm very desensitized to the kind of like hateful things that people say on the internet. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't affect me. It definitely does affect me. There have been times where I've considered like, should I try to read the comment section less, just to be less exposed to it? But I think that it's important for me to engage with people that are commenting in good faith. I get a lot of value out of reading people's comments, engaging with them, like replying. I try my best to like reply to as many people as I can. And Yeah, it's just something that I struggle with a little bit. Like I almost wish I had like a filter where I could just like all the nonsense hate bots or bigots that are just spewing vitriol in my comments, if they could like all go in a little corner and they can like circle jerk each other off or whatever. But like I want to have, you know, the comment section that I want to have, which it kind of works like that most of the time because the comments that people react to, like engage with, like the comments that people like obviously get pushed to the top over time. And so over time, like the really conversational, really nice, helpful comments, those are the ones that get prioritized in the comment section. The bigots only ever get like 4 likes because like the bigots will comb through every single comment and they'll like each other's comments, which is so funny. It's so funny. Like imagine wasting your time doing that. So anyway, do you guys like do you like my nail polish? I've had it for like almost a week now. I've like had to redo the top coat like several times to try to keep them going. I'm honestly surprised that they made it through today. I was surprised. I might try one more layer of top coat on them to see if I can get them to last like a little bit longer, but they're like blue and purple. It's very I really like the colors. I'm probably gonna do purple and pink next time or something. I don't really know. I want to do my nails more often because um I'm sick of my nails breaking all the time. They used to break literally all the time. Very annoying. And I work in food. So like, you know, they would just like shatter into a million pieces. No, not really, but you know what I mean. They would just like get messed up. And I want to grow them out and shape them and have them be all pretty and nice. And so if I keep them painted, then they won't really suffer damage the same way that they were before. It'll help keep them strong and everything. So that's exciting. It's also nice. Like it feels really nice to have your nails painted. If you're trans femme, especially, you know, it's a very nice feeling. I also like sensory wise, having smooth nails, like the smooth coating of nail polish on top of your nails. It's like such a pleasant sensory experience to like rub them. I find it really, really relaxing. So that's also part of it that I really like. I'll like sit here and like rub my thumbs or like rub my little fingies, and it makes me happy. So that's thank you for coming to my TED talk about nail polish. I want to get better at it. I want to try to do some like gel styles where you do like the color coat, but then you do like little polka dots or something like on them. Like I want to do cute stuff like that, but I suck at it, so it's gonna take time for me to learn. Um, yeah, and I'm just using Essie for the brand for those who may be curious. Um, I saw a lot of good reviews for Essie stuff, so that's what I've been using. If anyone has uh, a brand that they think works better than Essie, then you can shout it out. I like Essie. It seems like it lasts, like it's kind of strong, and it also dries pretty quick. Like it's like only a couple minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to dry like like one coat. So yeah, is that my footy baby? My footy baby? Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. Chat, are you there? Is can someone shout out in the chat? Like, are you still alive? Like, I haven't seen a new chat message in like a couple minutes, and I'm like, did chat fall asleep? Are you all napping at the keyboard? I know it's a late stream, so I wouldn't hold it against you if that was the case. Um, but I don't know what time zone you're in. You know, maybe it's not late for you. Maybe it's the opposite of late. Maybe it's early. Maybe it's early. Did my chat like break? Is that what's going on here? Let me restore it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It did break. That's really weird. Let me Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me scroll up and read down a little bit here. Why Oh, it's like, yeah, why is it top chat? Why does it do that? Oh, that's so weird. I never noticed that it huh. That's super weird. That cat is cute. Yeah, Freddy is super cute. Rain has 5 cats. That's nice. That's awesome. I remember one stream I was on had a bunch of angry Elon fanboys raging at people when that Wisconsin election didn't go Musk's way. That's super funny. Like they love to like crash out and uh be snowflakes online, even though that's what they say the left is doing. You have the same color on your toes. That's awesome, Skylar. Can never get yours to last very long. I think it's just the brand. Like you gotta um you gotta find a good brand, and you gotta do like I did a base coat, and then I did 2 coats of color, and then I did 2 coats of top coat, and then I refresh the top coat every like 3 days, and that seems to like make them last longer. Jake says, I just found you. Promise or praises for your skill in talking and making true points. Rock on. Thank you very much, Jake. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's very kind of you. You're doing yours green and gold. That's very cute color combo. Love it. I'm not really a green girly. I'm like, I like cold colors so much. Like I don't really do very many warm colors. Um, I've tried holo hollow taco nail polish. I've never heard of that before. Have you tried like other kinds of nail polish and you like that more, Fairy? I'm interested. I found that applying a base coat, then the polish, then the top coat every couple days lets them stay nice for weeks. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Chunky. That is very true. Uh, OPI do people think OPI is better than SE? Um, ow. Rain said nice video. Thank you. Gwen, hello. Oh, thank you everybody for saying that you're alive and stuff. I don't know why my chat stopped updating, but I probably should have refreshed it sooner. Hi there, Slicey Slicer, Daria, Rusty, Zostar are taking off makeup. It's so late. I'm in the same time zone as you. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about the late stream. I slept until, I kid you not, like 4 p.m. Uh, really, really not my proudest moment. But I had to do stuff and like run errands and stuff. And so I'm here now. It's probably not going to be a super long stream, but I'll try to go for a bit longer here. Freddy is like really demanding attention. Try pink, it's nice. Yeah, I'll do like pink and purple next time. One of them said this result put Elon's life in danger. Oh my god. Yeah, Elon said that that Wisconsin election was like deciding the entire fate of the Western world or something. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. I'm East Coast too. Um, EST for sure. She's a YouTuber. She's funny. Who's a YouTuber? Dubiously intelligent Gengar. That's a funny username. Cuticle oil also helps with nails. Ooh, I've never heard of cuticle oil. Like, you use that between applications of nail polish, I'm guessing. When she says gel top coat, she calls it gel taco. Oh, is that the nail polish, the holo taco stuff or something? You use OPI and a friend suggested holo taco. Oh, mostly drugstore brand, but it would always flake out like 2 days. Yeah, I've tried some really crappy nail polish. Cat is big, very beautiful. Yes, Freddy is a beautiful boy. He is a beautiful boy. He's a beautiful, good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I love him. It is good for us night owls. Yeah, I mean, I'm a night owl too. I usually try to stream in the early evening because I feel like people, if I look at my analytics, people start falling off of YouTube at like 10, 11 p.m. my time. People start like, I guess, going to bed or doing whatever else. And I tend to watch more YouTube like super late at night though. like while I'm gaming or something. Yeah. So anyway, happy to be here though. I think it helps with the nails, keeping them from breaking. It helps the growth. Use it between changing colors, but you can use it daily. Okay. I'll look into the cuticle oil. That's a good tip. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I will look into that for sure. For sure. Um, I recently started getting some new brands of makeup in general. Like I got really sick of, so I was using some cheap brands and I got really sick of like my mascara would transfer onto my eyelids, and I got really annoyed with my concealer because it would look cakey, and it was just like, I don't know. It would come off a little bit too easily even with like setting spray and stuff. So I got some new brands of makeup recently, and I'm really happy I did. I'm spending more money, but I feel like I'm getting good value for it. Like I really like how this concealer looks. The mascara does not transfer nearly as much onto my eyelids, which is just super nice. I just feel like my makeup stays on longer. It looks better. It's just nice. So I wasn't sure whether the high end stuff was gonna be like worth it, but it's definitely worth it. Sip and brews, down to earth. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be pretty down to earth and relatable in ways. I'm not relatable in every way, but you know, I try to be an engaged person. I try to stay on top of the news and understanding of things, and want to be like plugged in and stuff. You just noticed my shirt? Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's a really cute shirt. There's actually a taco place near where I live, and the entire taco place is decorated like I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, so I apologize to any Spanish speakers, but Dia de los Muertos. Um the entire place is decorated with like sugar skulls and all this beautiful art. And I wore the shirt there. Like I wore it to the place. Like I felt like it was like fate convening, converging, you know, like the threads of fate woven into a beautiful quilted fabric that's very cozy and comfy. But yes, Elon has the ego of a wet noodle. Yeah, for real. Like a wet, soggy, moldy noodle. A girl I used to hook up with and admittedly helped me explore my gender identity has a shirt identical to that. Oh, that's interesting. I got this from a thrift store. Like almost all of my clothing is thrifted. Like pretty much all of it. That tends to be basically where I get all my clothing from. I just don't have enough money to like shop at like I don't like I was at like a Meyer the other day, okay? And I was looking at their clothing, and they had like it was like, "Oh, look at this clearance section." I'm going through the clearance section. It's like, "Oh, look at these jeans. These are so cute. $30." Like how is a clearance like item $30? That's that's not that doesn't seem like a clearance thing, you know? Like I can't I cannot imagine spending $60 for a pair of jeans when like I go to the thrift store, I get jeans for $7. You know what I mean? Like you get a pair of jeans for $7, you can't come back from that. Like you can't undo the knowledge of that. Amber, hello. Welcome. You're in bed watching the stream. Well, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I know you were struggling with some stuff, so I hope that, you know, things are moving in a positive direction for you, or at least not getting worse. I kind of wondered if things got worse because like maybe stress is a contributing factor to the issues that you're having. Like I know you know with the new stuff recently, like you got the job and everything, like that's it's probably a lot going on for you. Hey there, exhausted axolotl, dropping in to leave my like and keep you running on the phone while you play Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, well, that's awesome. Yeah, I need to play Baldur's Gate 3 all the way through. I had a playthrough and I got through the end of Act 1, and I feel like I'm gonna restart by the time I play it because it's just been so long. I don't really remember. I remember what happened, but like I don't know. I just feel like usually when if I'm away from a game for too long, uh, unless it's a very specific kind of game, I usually restart just to make sure that I like get the full experience again. Um, but yeah, I love Baldur's Gate 3 so far from what I played of it, and that was just Act 1. But Act 1 was incredible. I really want to do a full playthrough of it. You have over 1,000 hours on Baldur's Gate 3. That's incredible. I think I only have like 40 hours because that's like how far my playthrough was. What's Baldur's Gate 3 even about? It's like a fantasy. Basically, it's like Dungeons and Dragons, the video game. So if you've ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons, it's like a tabletop series, like a fantasy tabletop series. And essentially, the developers of Baldur's Gate have translated Dungeons and Dragons into a video game format, which is incredibly hard to do because if you know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, it's a very open format. It's very it's very free and open. There's a lot of freedom of choice. So it's hard to get something like that to work in in a video game format. But it's really good. It's really good. It's an incredible game. Um, Highly recommend playing through the whole thing. I played through dozens of times and still having a great time. Yeah, it's one of those games that I really want to be able to give more time to. I just don't have a lot of. The last patch gave 12 new subclasses. That's crazy. That's awesome. I will check it out eventually. I'll be honest. I have not been playing video games lately. I'm a pretty hardcore gamer a lot of the times, but lately, between work and YouTube and everything that I've been doing, I just have not had time to play a video game. Or like I'll get home from work and I'll have like a couple hours, but I'll just be exhausted and I will not do that. Like I just won't. I'll just not play. I just remembered that I need to be doing laundry and I'm not doing laundry. I forgot to do it. I forgot to start it before stream. And I literally need to do laundry like for work tomorrow. So that's unfortunate. I am going to have to run upstairs and grab my laundry and throw it in the washer and then I'll be able to come back. It's probably going to be a few minutes. Um yeah. Freddy, are you still begging for attention? Yes. 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 Oh, he doesn't want me to pick him up. He's a wiggly boy. I want to pick you up. Oh, what? You're being playful now? You don't want pets, you want play? Yeah, I should probably do laundry then. Yeah, I need to do that. I'm gonna go do that real fast. So I apologize for the brief interruption, but I will yeah. You'll grab something to eat. Okay, well good luck with that. Yeah, I apologize. I meant to get it started before stream, so I'm like an hour and a half behind now, which is super exciting. Love that. I will be right back. I'll leave the camera right here. I don't think Freddy is gonna like. Oops. I don't think Freddy is gonna like jump up on this little pad right here because he doesn't really go up there unless I'm here. But I'll leave the camera down a little bit so that you can like see him and stuff. Okay. BRB. Okay, I am back. I apologize for that. Oh, I apologize for that. I got a snack and tried to open it real quiet to not wake up my girlfriend, but the wrapper sounded like standing next to a waterfall. Yeah, like you think, oh, I forgot to move the camera. You think that like companies would want that to be quiet? You know, like why do we make bags so loud? Like why do we make chip bags and stuff? Like why are they so loud? Why have we not figured out a solution to that problem? Oh, okay. Freddie couldn't understand the assignment. Sorry to drop out while Leah's gone and gotta hit the hay. Good night all. It's okay. No worries. Yeah, Freddie probably stood by the door the entire time. He probably didn't come over here at all. I apologize. He's such a bad co-host. Like well, he's an amazing co-host. He's a beautiful baby boy. He's a beautiful boy, but he also does not understand how to keep you all entertained. All he knows is how to beg for attention. So instead of chip bags, we should bring refillable chip containers to the market. That's a great idea. Some places already have stuff like that. Like there's like, isn't it a thing in like Whole Foods or like Fresh Time or whatever? Like they have the dispensers and you can like buy it's all like priced by pound or whatever, and you can just bring your own container and fill it. And isn't that a thing? Like, isn't that a thing? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Fred. One of our other cats, Piper's like sitting outside the door, and Fred's calling at her. I thought he wanted to play, but he doesn't seem like he wants to play. So I'm gonna put down the toy. I'm really proud of Freddie for not having an accident in like 5 days. Really incredible. Super wonderful. Very proud of him. I think it's a thing for like shampoo and stuff like that in some countries. That's also really smart. Like I don't need like a new bottle every time I get shampoo. Like I could just use the same container basically. That would be fine. Welcome back. Thank you, Skylar. I appreciate that. God, Fred, you need to stop chewing on this fucking metal thing. I have this like metal thing where I like, you can probably see it, like that little pull right there where my headphone is. Like my headphones just like, you know, sit around the little thing, but Freddy will chew the metal the top part of that. Like he'll like literally bite it. And like I'm worried he's gonna screw up his teeth, so I need to probably like move it or get rid of it or something. I'm just gonna move it. I bet if I put it on top of my computer, he won't be able to reach it anymore. But then he's probably gonna try to bite my he'll try to bite my freaking computer screen, because that was basically the only thing blocking him from the computer screen, because he used to want to rub his face on the computer screen all the time, but like I can't have him doing that because I have like a fancy OLED computer screen, and if he rubs his face all over it, he's gonna destroy it. Yes, he will. So this is why you should have a bearded dragon. Bearded dragons are pretty cool. They seem pretty cool. Fred, what do you want from me? Why he's like he's acting like he wants attention, but he's just I think he just wants food. Like I think he's just begging for food. Fred, stop it. He's like nibbling. He's very gently nibbling on my hand, but he keeps nibbling on my hand. I don't understand why he's doing that. Her name is Nova. Oh, that's cute. You should share Skylar, are you in the Discord? You should share pictures of your bearded dragon in the pet channel. Hello, Raven. Welcome. Does your cat wag his tail like a dog when he's happy? Mine doesn't. It's so funny. My cat, like cats have a very specific way of using their tails. So like if a cat's thudding its tail, it usually means they're frustrated or upset about something. Um, if they tree pull it, like if it's like straight up and down, usually that means they're very happy. Like if they, especially if they're like twitching it at the tip of it, means that they're very happy. There's a lot of stuff going on. In one of your videos, you have her on your shoulder. I'll have to check that out, Skylar. That sounds very cute. That sounds extremely cute. Um, hello there, Calfeori. Hello. You missed the discussion of nails. We can have it. We can talk about nails some more. Especially if you have something to add to it. I actually brought my top coat with me downstairs. I figure like I'm not really doing much right now. I might be able to do my top coat over, just to try to get these to last just a little bit longer. But then I realized, I was thinking about it, like first of all, there's Freddy fur all over the place. So I don't know if I could avoid the Freddy fur while it's drying. And then on top of that, Freddy's here, obviously. So like I'm worried that I'm gonna mess it up or get it on him or something. So I'll probably not do that, but it was an idea that I had. Freddy got so much fur all over my shirt. Crazy. I should have grabbed the lint roller. All I have is this blue tape. Do I have a UV lamp for the gels? I don't have a UV lamp, no. Does that make it dry faster or something? I don't have gel polish. I just have like normal nail polish. Does it work for all nail polish or only gel polish? Not much to say. OPI for you. Have you like, is OPI like better than SE? Oh no, I just freaking chipped my nail a little bit. Not my nail, but like the polish. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to put another top coat on it if I want this to last, because I need to like seal that back down basically. All nails? Okay, well that might be worthwhile. I'll probably get one of, like, how does it help like a lot, or Fred? Fred. Fred. You're not doing politics hardcore anymore. You just get trouble. You don't care as much. You got in trouble for something you said weeks ago. Okay, well, wish you well and stuff. I think it's important to stay involved in at a certain level. Like obviously there's, we don't need to you don't need to pay attention to literally everything that's going on, but I think it's important to be informed. Some gel polish requires a UV lamp, but those lamps help all polish dry faster. Well, that sounds good. I will definitely look into that, because that's probably like the polish I'm using Essie, and it works really well. Um, and it dries pretty quick, but like, you know, could be faster. Like if it's, I mean, if I could make it any faster, I totally would. So I'll look into that for sure. Amber's gonna try to get some sleep. Good night, Amber. Rest well. Hope things are going well for you. Stay in touch and stuff, And I hope the issues that you're having, like the medical stuff, gets better soon. Really rooting for ya. Axolotl likes Essie and Sally. I've tried Sally Instant Dry, and it just comes off so easily. Like it's just such a I don't know. Maybe if it dries so quick, it's probably just like easy to redo it. But another workaround is to leave your nails in ice water for a minute. Oh, really? Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. Like I was doing my top coat the other night, and I was like, I wonder if I like run my fingers under cold water, if that would work better. Like I have a fan at home, so I'll like sit there and I'll like I hope so too, but I'll probably need a few doctor visits. That's totally fine. That's totally valid. I hope that you're able to get there and everything. So like I usually, like I'll sit in front of a fan. Um Lamp sounds great. I always end up bumping my nails at least once before they're fully dry and have to do damage control. Yeah, I had that issue the other night when I did this set right here. That was definitely an issue that I was having. Um, yeah, I'll try the ice water thing though. That's kind of smart. You used to work as a beauty advisor at Ulta? Oh, I shop at an Ulta. That's where I get my makeup. I like that they have like a really lenient return policy. Like you can try stuff, like you can buy a product, go home and try it, and if you don't like it, you have 30 days to return it like risk free. Like I like that a lot. Like I think that that's actually a really nice return policy. I kind of abused it a little bit. Like I was thinking about it. Like, what is stopping you from like buying a concealer, using it for 25 days, and then returning it and then buying the same concealer? Like, are there people that do that? Like, I feel like that would like technically that's like free makeup forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they have a way of like we would tell them no at that point. Yeah, okay. I figure there's a limit to it, but like it was just something I was thinking about because like you could just buy something and use it like for like forever and then just return it right before the end of the return window and rebuy it. You never had a problem with using Sally? Usually two to three coats and then two top coats. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of new to it. I think actually when I did Sally, I don't remember if I used a top coat on it or something. I don't know. But yeah, as he's been working pretty well for me, I'll definitely try the ice water trick. That seems like an easy thing. Like any way to make it take less time would be good. It's tough to find the time, so hard to do much while waiting for it to dry. Yeah, like I have to be just like sitting there at my vanity, like waiting for them to dry. So it's like kind of annoying. Is the lamp like way more Skylar? Is the lamp like super? Is it like more effective than the ice water thing, or is it like similar? Um, my mother's aunt would buy a dress, wear it to an event, and then return it. She would also um cruise the backcountry road until she hit a deer and get insurance to pay for a new car. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. One of your favorite purples is from Essie. I like the okay, Fred. Um she would get drive-through food and then drive home almost an hour away and then call and complain the food was cold and ruined and get free food. Oh my gosh. I've actually I work in food and I've definitely seen that happen before. Like people like drive like 40 minutes with the food and then they call and they're like, this is terrible. Like, yeah, you drove for like 40 minutes. Like, it's not gonna be very good. You can find some lamps for $30. Oh, Cal is saying that the UV doesn't do anything for lacquer. Is that true? Because if so, then it wouldn't be really useful for me because I'm not using gel polish. Like I'm just using normal nail polish. Uh Also, Cal, I know I shout you out at the end of my videos, but thank you for being a Patreon person. Like, thank you for being a super supporter. I really appreciate that. Means a lot. Means a lot. I really appreciate that. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention that I have an event that I'm going to. I talked about it in my last video. There's a lobbying event in Ohio, which is the state I live in, on the 30th. It starts at 9 a.m. It's at the Ohio State House on the 30th. And essentially, what's going on is that there's like a budget bill that they're trying to pass that has anti-trans provisions in it. And so there's a group called the Trans Unity Coalition, and they're hosting this basically a lobbying event to talk to representatives. So like we're gonna show up, speak to representatives, and potentially do like a public demonstration. Um, so I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna participate. I bought like a lav mic situation so I can potentially do interviews, potentially do that kind of stuff. It would be really awesome if you guys, like, if anyone lives in Ohio and they are available and you want to show up, like bring a sign, try to go. I would really I think that would be awesome. Just to make it like a show of force, you know. There might be a period for testimonials. You know, if you're trans, you could probably get up and testify about gender affirming care or whatever the issues being discussed are. Um I'm actually I still need to chat with the leader of the Trans Unity Coalition. We've had trouble linking up to chat about the event, but I'm not too concerned about it. Like I pretty much plan on showing up with the ability to record interviews and with maybe some prepared statements and maybe a sign or two, and then that's gonna be, you know, whatever happens happens. So I just wanted to mention that if anyone is thinking about it, I would super appreciate getting involved. Anyone in Ohio, especially, because you know that's what we're talking about right now. But of course, throughout the entire United States, anyone that wants to get involved, I think it's really important now more than ever to do what you can, even if it's something small. I think, like, you know, join a local support group, like get involved with the local community. I think that's probably one of the biggest weaknesses on the left is that we tend to like a lot of people on the right are a lot more willing to jump into like local politics and get involved with like board meetings and public testimonials and like all that stuff. Like they're on board. Like they will go to these things. They will organize and get involved at a local level. And a lot of people on the left, we underappreciate that. Like that it's really important to be involved at a local level because that's where a lot of this stuff actually happens. You know, the federal government is kind of this massive system where it's hard to make progress in that area because, you know, it's just it's such a big system. But at a local level, you can actually make change. You know, you can make a difference in someone's life. You know, maybe you won't make a difference in a million people's lives, but if you make a difference in like 5 people's lives, that's still a big deal. Also, just like the visibility, humanizing us, that's huge, super important. Hex, hello, welcome. Shakespeare, welcome. Happy to jump into stream. Hope whatever you're up to works well and has great outcomes. Thank you. It's a lobbying event in Ohio. We were just talking about it. At the Ohio State House on the 30th, there's going to be a lobbying event against some anti-trans provisions they're attempting to pass it in a budget bill, which is a really underhanded way of trying to pass anti-trans legislation because they know that on its own, it probably wouldn't pass, might not even come up for a vote. But they know that if they shove it into a budget bill, they can try to like push it through. There are some representatives in Ohio, some legislators that are legislators that are really bigoted. They're very anti-trans and they are very persistent. Good night, Jake. Hope you have a good one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the engagement and for supporting. The left, progressives, even some liberals are very involved in local community, direct aid, and other orgs, but we do lack on the political action side. Yeah, no, for sure. Like it's really important to be involved at any level. But like if you're working in volunteering or something like that, like if you're volunteering your time for the community, getting involved in that kind of stuff, super good. Super good stuff. It's just like we need to be organizing into groups and doing that kind of stuff. Visibility is huge. They need to know that there are real people that will be hurt by their policies. Yeah, and I mean, like, the thing is, like, a lot of the anti-trans stuff will hurt cis people too. Like, they just don't have enough they don't have enough information about the issue to understand that. Like there's a lot of cis people that just literally don't understand that they're, you know what I mean? That that's gonna hurt them too. Like they just I'll be serious. Most of the time when I hear cis people talk about trans issues, it's very, very, very clear that they have like a surface level understanding and that they're essentially unsure of the deeper intricacies of the topics and the issues, and for that reason they end up not standing up for us because they're unsure. Like a lot of people on the right they'll come at us with all these accusations and all these claims, and they have absolutely zero backing for any of it, but people on the left will be afraid to go, that's BS, because they don't know whether it's actually BS or not, and they're afraid to make like a false claim. Like a lot of people on the left, you know, they're acting in good faith, so they're like, well, I don't actually know whether, I haven't looked into that, or, and that gives that sort of like accidentally gives credibility to a position that's completely made up and completely false, and based on nothing or based on misinformation. And so that's something that we need to be better about. We need to be able to educate the average person on these topics in a way that gives them solid ground to stand on. Like they feel like when someone comes at them with a bunch of anti-trans rhetoric, they understand that it's just anti-trans rhetoric, that it's just bigoted rhetoric. Like they don't accidentally cede ground or anything like that. And I feel like honestly, a lot of the times this it works kind of in our opposite, in the other direction, where like the right wing will say things that are wrong so confidently that people on the left will be like, well, there must be some kind of like truth to that, because they're saying it so confidently. Like they're so sure that there's, you know, there are medals, there are, you know, they'll say things like 900 medals have been stolen from women or whatever, if talking about the sports issue. And like that's just like that is not an accurate number. That is extremely inaccurate, and it blows the issue so far out of proportion. Like like it's creating an issue where there really is none. So it's something that people don't know how to counter, though. They hear that. They hear 900 medals stolen from women, and they don't know how to counter that. They don't know what to say. So they just, and they're afraid to stand up for a position that might be incorrect if they're unsure, which is, it's problematic in general. Like there's a lot of stuff about that is problematic. But you know, that's kind of an issue we have on the left. We need people to be principally allies. Like we can't be allies just because, like they can't be allies with us just because we have science on our side. Like we do have science on our side, and if people look into things, they will realize that like trans people are the ones that are like, we are literally just advocating for positions that make sense for trans people. Like no one's trying to advocate for anything really like absurd or unreasonable or anything like that. And yet here we are still fighting this battle to try to get these reasonable demands met, because because of resistance against it or whatever. Okay, anyway, 11:54. You need your meds to go get your meds. Sneaky slipping things into budget bills like that, yeah, it's frustrating, and it doesn't belong there. Like has nothing to do with the budget, so it's literally just an attempt to force something into a bill. They did that last year, actually. There was a budget bill that passed late last year after Trump took office in Ohio, and I talked about this in my video. There was a bathroom ban for trans people snuck into the bill from kindergarten through college. It is a private, public, K through college bathroom ban. That means every single school in Ohio, it is I guess illegal for trans people to use the bathroom that they're, you know, that they identify with. So it's just it's disgusting. They did it in such an underhanded way. I've seen a lot of resistance in Ohio to the bathroom bill. Like the University of Cincinnati tried to post they took the bathroom signs down and they put up bathroom signs that said biological man or biological women like outside the restroom, and people like posted papers over top of them saying things like just go piss girl or whatever. Like it like people like protested it so heavily that they had to get rid of it within like a day. Like it was like those signs were only up for like 24 hours and then they got pulled down because there was such immense backlash to it. So you know, on the ground, like people are going to respond how they're going to respond. um okay. The left has so many people on the right that they could point at for doing the very thing that the right is accusing us of doing. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Ow, Fred. He just like pulled out his claws while standing on my leg. Like that's rude. Very rude. Yeah? You wanna sniff the mic? Do you have anything to add, Fred? Do you have words to say? He's a good boy. The world's on fire, but at least we got Freddy. Yeah, we do. We do got Freddy. He's just slumped. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna lay here now. Your cat has a nose line too? Oh yeah? Yeah, Freddy's very cute. He's got a very cute pattern. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. He's such a chunky boy. Yeah, he's lost weight though, honestly. He was heavier in the past. World's on fire. Let's grab the marshmallows. I love cats with human sounding names. Me too. That's why I named him Freddy, because I thought it was so adorable. I just think it's funny to have a cat named like Greg or Fred or Charles or like pretty much any human name, honestly. It's just so funny. It's just so funny. Cat named Jasper. That's a really cute name. That's a really cute name. I love all cats. I don't care what their name is. You know what I mean? I just personally, I got Freddy fur everywhere now. I am become the Freddy fur because I held him for like 5 seconds. Freddy, why are you acting like you're like you want? He's acting like he wants something, but he's not. Like he doesn't want to play. He doesn't. The pets don't seem to be helping him. I don't know what he seems just like disgruntled or something. You want to change your wait, you wanted to oh my gosh, I can't read. I wanted to name your male cat Susan for the lols, but GF decided Mr. Charles Bingley was more normal sounding. That's really funny. Susan is a funny cat name. That's a really funny cat name. Cats rule. Yes, they do. I had a cat named Bob. He seemed to think he was a dog, liked to play fetch all the time. That's super cute. I love cats that play fetch. That's really cute. Bob is a good cat name. Trans women have a habit of naming their cats the same names trans men give themselves. It's a thing that keeps popping up in life. That's so funny. Fred, I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? I think he might want cuddles or something. But like I'm not in a cuddly, like my chair makes it really hard for him to like snuggle with me because I have a kneeling chair. And like, you know, when you have a normal chair, your cat can sit on your lap. But because I have a kneeling chair, he cannot sit on my lap unless I like sit in a little bit of an uncomfortable position. But like I need the kneeling chair. Like it's pivotal. It's necessary. I don't know how I like if you're sitting in a normal chair right now, I gotta be honest with you, I don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how you're doing it. My hips hate sitting in a normal chair. My back hates sitting in a normal chair. It just hurts. Like I can do it for like a little bit, like a few minutes. But if you're like gaming, like I game sometimes, like if you're gonna be on a game for a couple hours and you're just sitting in a normal chair, I'll be so for real. Like I just don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how you're doing it. Maybe when you're 30 like me, you'll uh you'll start to feel the difference. Kneeling chair sounds like something I could use. Yeah, let me show off my kneeling chair real quick. I talk about it pretty frequently, but I don't like talk about it probably nearly enough. With my nail polish. Um, excuse me, Fred. You're gonna have to you gotta get off the chair now. So instead of a normal chair, I have this right here. You kneel on it, so like it's got like instead of having a normal butt part, you have like the butt part right there, and then you have a part for your knees. So you like sit on it and then you like kneel on it. That's the whole thing. And it's very comfy. Watch out, Fred. And also it's like kind of a rocking chair. And then like mine's adjustable, so like you can adjust it and stuff. Um, but yeah, it's super cozy. Very comfortable. I can sit in this thing for like hours. Like obviously you should get up and stretch, but um I really recommend it. It's something you have to kind of adjust to at first. Like when you first get it, you're not going to be used to it, and like your lower back could like you might need to give your lower back a little break if you're not used to it, because like you're sitting in like a more normal position but like your back's engaged. So used to be called a balance chair. Interesting. Um yeah, I've seen a couple names for them online, but I just call it a kneeling chair. Uh, but I really like it. I think it's way better. Oh, that's a brand name. Okay, I gotcha. I do not remember the brand name of the chair that I'm sitting in, but it's very cozy. I like that it has like a really sturdy design. Like it's got some they built some give into the design, because like I've had kneeling chairs before where like they loosen up over time and you have to keep like tightening the screws on it. But this kneeling chair that I have right here, it's designed to wiggle a little bit, so it's got some give to it, the design like built into it. Really love that because I wiggle. I have ADHD. I'm very wiggly. I like to change how I sit. Like sometimes I sit kneeling, but sometimes I'll like put my foot up and I'll just like have one foot on the pad and I'll have the knee on the other. Like I don't know. Yeah. I want one, but bar stool height, like 4 feet high. Yeah, they are kind of short. Like they don't go up very high. So like I don't even know how you would solve that problem. What are you doing, Fred? You look like you're about to sneeze. Oh, you're such a good boy, Fred. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So yeah, I've tried to think about that before. Like I don't know what I would recommend to people if they wanted one but needed it to be like taller. Um, oh, Fred, you got a high-end gaming chair though, and your girlfriend will give you a certain look if you spend all the money and then replace it. Yeah, that's fine. That's just it's funny because this chair that I'm sitting in is like way cheaper than a gaming chair. And in my opinion, it's better, but I get it. Like the gaming chairs are a vibe and some people really like them. And I get it. They're like marketed and it's but yeah, definitely like ergonomics wise, um body mechanics wise, I think the kneeling chairs are really good. I think I got a Freddy for all my nose again. Like I think I feel it. Uh, he's shedding his winter coat, and it's really annoying. It's like fur is everywhere. Everywhere. You remember them from the 80s? I didn't know that they used to be popular, but I'm surprised that they stopped being popular because I kind of love it. I kind of freaking love it. Like, I don't think I can go back to a normal chair. Like, my chair for my vanity is a kneeling chair too. Like, I don't think I can go back. Um, I really like this. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours. I The originals rocked a bit. They never caught on particular, but yeah, this one rocks back and forth. Like woo! I can like rock back and forth all sorts of ways. Do I brush him? Cats usually really enjoy brushing this time of year. Freddy, um, he gets like overstimulated every time I try to brush him. Like when I try to brush him, he like he doesn't like get like he doesn't get aggressive, but like it overstimulates him, and then he starts like running around, or he starts like biting the brush, or he starts like doing a bunch of weird stuff because he's just overstimulated. So you'd better just build one. Your work stool is putting your legs to sleep. Oh yeah. Well, I wish you luck with that. You know, that would probably be pretty satisfying to build your own chair. I bet, like building stuff is a very satisfying process. It's very fulfilling. So go for it. But yeah, I try to brush him, but he just freaks out about it. He does not seem to really like it very much. Um and like if I want to brush him, I have to like chase him around the house basically. So doesn't really work very well. For the most part, he takes pretty good care of himself. Like there's a couple spots like behind his neck or whatever where he can't really reach, and I'll just use my fingers to kind of brush out the fur. Like I'll just kind of like get in there and help him get some of that stuff out. But for the most part, he takes care of it himself pretty well. Um, he's a pretty outside of him having accidents, which he hasn't had an accident in like 5 or 6 days, but outside of that, like he's a pretty he takes pretty good care of his grooming. He tries to be a very clean kitty, which is so sad as to why. Like that makes it's like part of the reason why it's so sad that he was like having so many accidents. You know, you miss your cats. Just one big dog now. I like dogs. I'm kind of allergic to dogs, like a little bit. It depends on the dog. Like some dogs I'm fine, but other dogs like destroy me. Um, so yeah, but I like dogs. I think I prefer cats. Um, like Freddy is up my butt a lot, but he's still like, he's up my butt less than like a dog would be. So he just he likes attention a lot. He's a very needy boy. You wish you could have a cat? I wish you could have a cat. I wish everyone could have a cat if they want it. Like, you know, obviously. He has a solid routine to remain so handsome. Yes, he does. He's such a handsome boy. I can't have any animals where I live. I have to go visit cats when I can. Aw, that sucks. I always looked for places that would allow for pets because even if I didn't have a pet at the time, like I love having Fred in the house. He's such a good boy. I miss my cat as well. He's being fostered until I can get my life stable again. My cat got stable housing before me, little jerk. Aw, I'm sorry you missed your cat. I hope that you get to see him soon or get to have him back soon. I'd like to get a cat, but it'd really be expensive with the fees that the apartment charges. Oh yeah, apartments charging for cats is like the pet fee or whatever, and they add to the rent and stuff. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. You love the blowhigh in the back? Thank you. The blowhigh loves all. The non-discriminatory shark. Freddy's just like licking my hand. Your previous cat passed from diabetes? Oh, but a stray followed you home. I feel like the cat distribution system is for real. Like when you need a cat will show up. Wondering where you got that kafea. Maine Coons are very cool. I got it off a TikTok shop. I don't remember the exact name of the shop or anything, but that is where I got it. Charge for cat, and if your cat does any slight damage, they steal your security deposit. Yeah, they really just use cats as like an opportunity to like steal money from you and like overcharge you for rent. It's really stupid. There's another stray that I'm pretty sure is his friend, and I'm feeding it, but it seems shy. Oh, I like Freddy was a shelter kitty, so I'm very big on like I've had a lot of stray cats that I've domesticated, or a lot of them are already domesticated, but they're just strays. But yeah, I'm very big on like bringing in strays. Like if you want a cat, don't go to a breeding center. Like don't go to a store and buy a cat. Like don't do that. Like adopt a cat from a shelter or a stray in your area, because then you're actually doing something to help like the stray population keep from exploding, and you're giving a needy animal a good home. Ooh, sorry if the knuckle cracking is kind of loud. I got some tension in my hand. Considering a cat is more likely to be adopted to be off the street than in a shelter, I definitely think the cat distribution system is real. Yeah, children cause so much more damage than a cat ever could. Cats are for all and all a good cat. Yeah, my cat was a shelter cat. Oh, nice. I completely forgot to tell you, you know how we foster cats for our local no-kill shelter? Well, we were fostering a pregnant cat and she had her babies 2 days ago. Aw, that's so cute. And yes, I remember you fostering the kitties. Um, that's awesome. I bet that's a lot. I don't know how you have any time right now to I hope everything went well with like the birth and everything. All the litter. Hope they're all doing well. That's so exciting. Always screen your screen your pussy carefully before bringing it into your home. Yes, yeah. Obviously, if you're gonna take in a stray, make sure you take it to a vet first. Make sure you get a clean bill of health. Make sure you get its vaccines done and everything. Um, Make sure you want to take care of it. You want to make sure that they're a happy, fuzzy. Freddy's looking at me like he's so annoyed. I don't really understand buying a cat minus things like allergies. If you want to have a cat show up, I don't see the point of buying a cat. A cat shows up, now you have a cat. Yeah, for real. Like you don't need to buy them. Like they're all over the place. I like the only time where I think like I understand is like when people want a very specific breed of cat and they're going to a breeder who like humanely breeds that breed of cat and they pay like $7 billion for their cat or whatever. Like I get it. Like you want your Maine Coon or whatever. That's fine. I just think that most people should adopt or get a cat from a shelter. I think it's a little weird to like need a specific breed of cat. Like I've never really understood that with cats or dogs when people are like, I will get a German Shepherd and I will only have German Shepherds or whatever. Like I don't really understand that. Like I feel like that's a little My brain doesn't work that way, but you know, you know, you know. Pet restricted places are sad. Furry friends help our psyches. Melissa's out. Yeah, for sure. Hey there, Cass. Hey, Leah and Fred. Glad I could catch some of your stream tonight. How does you guys seem okay? Been busy here in Denver. We have a missing trans lady who I fear we may not find, but doing what I can. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really, really hope that they turn up okay. Um, I hope she's fine. That's really scary. Um, I really hate that my brain went to like the darkest place ever there when you told me that. Like my first thought was like, you know, some emboldened bigots uh committing a hate crime kind of thing. That's really scary. I really, gosh, I wish you all luck in the search and everything. Thank you for sharing. DM'd you a photo of the mama and babies. Aww, they're so cute. They're so cute. I'm gonna open it in a browser window so I can show it on stream. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Look at the kitties. Look at the little babies. Look at the little babies. Look at the mama. She looks so tired. She's like she's like, I just need to sleep forever. But I have all of these small little fur balls that'll prematurely end their lives if I stop paying attention. Oh, she's so precious. What a beautiful fur pattern here. Absolutely gorgeous. And those are some beautiful little babies right there. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. I bet that the dopamine and serotonin when you hold one of those little babies is like unbelievable. I bet the endorphin hit you get from that is like so good. Oh, that's adorable. Thank you for that. She has a beautiful face. Yeah, what a beautiful cat. Um, I got the exact breed I wanted, but he was $65 from a house of environmental anarchists. Feel good about getting my little happenstance buddy. Oh, okay. Well, see, that's fine. I think that's like totally reasonable. Freddie is so cute. I had a female cat his color and named her um is that, oh god, is that Hellas? Hellice? I'm really bad at pronunciation sometimes. Let me look that up real quick. It's not giving me any pronunciation help for some reason. He like? Oh, that's weird. Or not weird, really, but so ancient Greek is he like, and modern Greek is Ilichi is what I think it says here. I don't know if that's right. Is it all right if I ask a personal question? Yeah, for sure. Go for it. Police. Police. Okay. Okay. That seems a little easier to. Yeah. Thank you. She has been a great mom and bites me softly every time I check on them as to say, "Hey, I can still f you up. Be careful with my babies." Oh, that's so cute. Oh, the gun thing is so huge because I've seen so many people asking about what gun to buy and stocking up on ammo because of Trump. It's like a win-win for them. Yeah, I've talked about this before on my stream. Um, if you want to own a gun and you feel like that's a thing that you need to have or whatever, like as long as you're being safe and responsible about it, you've got a safe, you got, the proper registration, like as long as you're going about it in a safe way, I don't have anything against that principally. But I will say that, and I've talked about this a bunch, um, it doesn't really make sense for self-defense to own a gun. And the reason for that is because in most places, you can't use that gun without going to jail. Like if you use that gun, you are going to you're going to go to jail and you're going to spend a lot of time behind bars because it's not legal to discharge a gun and it's not legal to take someone's life even if they're coming at you most of the time. It's self-defense is a very like unstable ground to try to stand on. So I get it, like if it makes you feel safe, like if it's like a safety, like peace of mind kind of thing, like I get it, like you want to have it in your safe in your bedroom or whatever, like okay, go for it, that's fine. Um, but yeah, I personally I think it's better to learn martial arts or to get involved with like some form of self-defense that's something that's less illegal. uh you can is it like you could use like pepper spray or something. I'm pretty sure pepper spray's legal, I'm pretty sure, right? Like I don't think that's nearly legally as dubious like mace. uh Dear Leah, you're still giving us your life views and wisdom. I thought you were gonna bail. Take your needed rest. Not complaining. Oh well, thank you. Yeah, I'll probably. I don't know. I don't know how much longer I'll go because it's like 12:30 in the morning here for me. It's like midnight 30, and I need to go flip my laundry soon. Like actually, I probably need to do that like right now. But uh, I think guns are better for You said Hex says I think guns are better for community defense. I understand the motivation for wanting to have uh an armed community. I get it, I get it, like we saw when the neo-Nazis were protesting, or not protesting, when the neo-Nazis were doing like a demonstration recently. I think that was in Ohio. um there were a bunch of neo-Nazis that showed up and like stood on a highway overpass or something and like did a demonstration. And like the community in the area showed up, like a bunch of people showed up with rifles, and basically they formed like a local militia, and they were able to scare the neo-Nazis away. Like they were able to get them to leave because they showed up with force, and they didn't use it, but it's a show of force. So um yeah, that's there is a use case for that. Like it's not like a completely useless thing. It's just that like you have to understand when you're getting a gun that like you're not getting this gun to use it. Like it's a deterrent or like a peace of mind kind of thing. Like you're not getting it to use it. um there are LGBT gun clubs. Yeah, yeah, I've heard about it. And there's like a national socialist rifle. Wait, what is it? It's like socialist rifle something. There's like a left wing gun coalition or something. I've seen and heard too many mishaps from undertrained people with guns. Yes, yes, yeah, that is a very serious issue. You have to have proper training. You have to go about it in a safe way. You have to take that stuff very seriously. Socialist Rifle Association. Yeah, yeah, that one. Pink Pistols. Oh, I've never heard of Pink Pistols. That's kind of a cute name though. You got here late. Well, I got here late. Honestly, like I normally stream way earlier in the day, like early evening, but I ran errands and I woke up late and I got here late, so stream was late. They sell stun guns that look like cell phones. Good self-defense option. Oh, that's good too. Yeah, yeah, like a taser or mace. Tasers are not perfect either. Like I just watched that John Oliver thing that he did recently about tasers, so obviously those aren't perfect, but yeah. um Gun freedom is merely right-wing scrabbling for means to force their minority will someday over the progressive majority. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We had people in the military who trained at a minimum monthly and would still accidentally discharge their firearm. Wow, that's concerning. Oh, the evil eye says, are trans people superhuman? The stuff I listen and read about sound like trans people must have superhuman will and strength to survive. Um, I'll be real. Like, I really appreciate the sentiment of that comment. I appreciate you asking that question. I will say, yeah, being trans, especially in today's climate, is like it takes a lot of courage. Like you have to be very brave, and you have to like that is that's like a superpower in its own right. It's having the courage and bravery to find your truth and stand up for it because it's not easy. Like you will meet resistance. There will be people that treat you poorly or take it personally a wrong in a wrong kind of way. And like honestly, like this is gonna sound a little weird, but like you keep reading comments I'm not seeing. Go to the top of your chat. It might say top chat. If it says top chat, that's like a filtered chat. If you click the drop down menu and go to live chat, it'll show you literally every single message that people are saying. It actually for me too, when I'm streaming, it'll default to top chat, and sometimes I forget to change it, and I find that really annoying. I hate when like technology auto filters a feed for you. Like when social media used to be chronologically organized and there was no like algorithm, it was just, you know, you just saw all of your subscription stuff in chronological order. Like that was my favorite. I loved that because it's like I don't know. It makes sense. Like it just makes sense. I don't like algorithms deciding for me what they think I should see. I find that to be really frustrating and dystopian, to be totally honest with you. Sorry I left. Phone percentage was at 3%. Oh, you're good, Matt. Welcome back. I'm doing good. Things are going well. We've just been chatting about various topics. We talked about cats. We talked about we just got done talking about guns a bit. Um, we're now talking about this question someone asked, which I will. Hey there, Rational Poet and Ella. Welcome, Ella. You love my cat? Well, thank you. We were talking about this comment. Are trans people superhuman? The stuff I listen and read about sounds like trans people must have superhuman will and strength to survive. Um, and we were talking about that and how like in today's climate, it is like basically a superpower to be brave and courageous enough to stand up for your truth and live your truth, despite the pushback and everything that's going on. I will say that like I've read a lot of Joseph Campbell, and if you don't know anything about Joseph Campbell, he's like a professor of mythology, or was, I guess. He's been passed for a few years now, for a while now, but he was an incredible guy, and he wrote this one book about the hero's journey. And I know that the right has co-opted the hero's journey as like their toxic masculinity thing, where, you know, every guy is like going on this hero journey, which just involves them like being super selfish and doing whatever they want to do under the guise of self-improvement, like like workout culture and stuff like that. But Joseph Campbell wrote about the hero journey, and the hero's journey is very real in a lot of ways. And I have to admit that like the hero's journey is very relevant to the trans experience. So like at the beginning of the hero's journey, there are gatekeepers. Um there are dangers and like there are so many parallels. So like at the beginning of the hero's journey, there's a call to action or like a wake up moment where you're like you realize you have to go on the journey. And so like usually for a trans person, that's when their egg starts cracking and they're like, "Oh gosh, like I'm realizing I'm trans in real time," kind of thing. And then you have the gatekeepers. So you realize you have to go on the journey, and then you go to the beginning of the journey, and there are gatekeepers that essentially say like you don't want to do this, or you can't do this, or they try to block the entrance to the path that you need to follow. And these gatekeepers are essentially representative in the trans experience of the of the societal pressures that keep people from transitioning. So like you may know you're trans, but there are a lot of people who know they're trans and they don't transition because essentially the gatekeepers tell them of every bad thing that'll happen, all of the people that will, you know, react poorly. It's like that in and of itself is a gatekeeping like a thing that prevents people from going on the journey. And then once you start going on the journey, there's real dangers that you have to navigate. The potential for hate crimes is a real thing, but even if it's not something that extreme, every single trans person makes a sacrifice when they transition. You know, like I don't know a single trans person where literally every person in their life was supportive. You know, there's always like one person who's going to get weird about it, or not want to be your friend anymore, or not want to be in your life anymore. Always going to have like one family member who's like weird about it. And like that's unavoidable, and that's like a necessary sacrifice to achieve um the attainment of the boon of the journey, which, you know, is transitioning and living as your authentic self and getting to live as your true self. So it's there's a lot of really good stuff there. Like honestly, like I could make an entire video talking about the trans experience framed as the hero's journey. And I feel like it would be really interesting to people because you can outline the entire transition process with the hero's journey, the whole thing. And it's very fitting, every single stage. Sky's going to bed. Good night. Good night. Rest well. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a bunch. I actually don't mind the algorithms much. It's how I discovered your content and various artists on YouTube. Honestly, as far as superpowers, I say we exist through spite. Yeah, existing through spite, definitely that too. It's like the hate makes you stronger kind of thing. For sure. But I would be lying if I said it didn't bum me out sometime. You know what I mean? For sure. I would say like I like algorithms for discovery purposes, like, but I think that there should be a separate section. So you should have a section that's like your curated algorithm stuff, and then there should be a section that's like just chronologically a feed. YouTube sort of has that, but the homepage is too enticing. Like there's a subscription page that shows everything in chronological order, but it's kind of tucked out of the way. Uh, I kind of prefer the discovery feed to be the secondary feed and the primary feed to be your subscription feed. But we're just that's sort of like a nuanced thing. Lauren says, lost all my friends and some family when I came out, but it was worth it because they were all closed-minded right wingers. Well, I'm proud of you for living your truth and finding the courage to work through that and to build new relationships and find people that love you and support you for who you are. Because that's the truth of it. It's tough. It's a lot. Like I mean, I lost people too. I like moved from where I used to, I moved from where I grew up to an entirely new city. so that I could transition and have not run into people that like I went to high school with or whatever. Apparently your sub feed doesn't show you all your sub stuff anymore. Are you for real? Oh my god. I hate that stuff. I hate that so much. Cass says, I have seen some real shit. I gave a keynote speech at a hands-off rally. I'm no superhuman, but someone has to speak out. Silence is death. Cass, we appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing too. Do you try turning your YouTube history on and off for when you're in a mood to browse versus what do you mean? Do I try turning YouTube history off when you're in the mood to browse versus is that a what it what do you mean by that? I kind of don't know what you mean by that. I'm not gonna lie. Hmm. Oops, I just meant to respond to a comment and it vanished. Where's there they are. I'm Turtle Island, indigenous, gender flexible, respect gender flexible people in our tribes for millennia. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of funny though. Some people from old days ran into me and my mom and talked to my mom about me like I wasn't there. Pretty funny. Oh, that is super funny. Yeah, I bet if I went back to my hometown now, people would not recognize me. And I kind of know this for a fact because I've interacted with enough people. Like I went away and I've basically finished my transition. I don't want to say I'm not done transitioning, but like I've done a lot of it, and so I started interacting like I was in the flow art scene, and then I kind of left the flow art scene, and I've recently revisited it, and I've seen a lot of like I literally talked to people who used to know me pre-transition. Totally, they did not recognize me at all. So very funny, very funny. Um, It's like when you log out, the recommendation feed changes. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I feel like the default recommendation feed on YouTube is kind of garbage. Like you're just gonna get like Mr. Beast and like all of the like worst clickbaity garbage. So I prefer my curated algorithm to a like a default algorithm for sure. But I prefer having just my subscriber feed. I like that more than the algorithmic feed. Commercials during streams hurt my soul. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have it set to like very conservative ads, not like conservative ads. Uh, uh um Bujdoso? I don't think I said that right, but have a good one. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. But there's like you can set how frequent the ads are, and the least frequent option is called conservative, but like I have that option selected. So ads should be pretty infrequent, but I still have them enabled so I can make a little money. Chunky is going off the bed. Several hours past when I should have been. Yeah. You're several hours past. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to keep you up, but have a good night. I love having a finely tuned trans algorithm, get a lot of tiny channels, and I'm all about hearing little trans stories and perspectives. Yeah, same here. Same here. I agree with that entirely. I like my curated feed, but I also like yeah. I miss when there was no ads. Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, I have YouTube Premium because I watch too much YouTube. So like it's worth it for me to have the premium stuff. Like the ads just drive me crazy. So I don't really deal with the ads, which is awesome, but it does cost money, which is not awesome. So and then out of nowhere you'll get anti-trans ads. Yeah, I heard someone earlier said they got like a Donald Trump ad before my stream. Oh gosh. Which is kind of like, it's such a weird thing when you think about it, because like I got paid for that. Like they're gonna pay me money to show you, someone who hates Trump, a Trump ad. Like, that's not very effective marketing. It's kind of super ineffective marketing. Um, I have over 4,000 hours of YouTube watch time since 2018. I don't even know how to check that, but I bet if I checked it, I would be disgusted. uBlock Origin blocks ads for free. Yeah. I try not to use an ad blocker because like, if you're watching a channel with YouTube Premium, they get paid money for you watching the video, even if you don't watch ads. YouTube pays channels uh revenue for YouTube Premium watchers. And so like if you watch with an blocker, you are essentially depriving that channel of ad revenue for that watch, which like on an individual level doesn't matter. But if like millions of people are doing it, then you lose a lot of money. Um, it's only a quarter to 10 here in LA. Yeah, it's about 1 in the morning. It's a quarter to 1 in the morning for me. Amber and I had a whole conversation about this. Like I was getting anti-trans vid recommendations, or how I looked up Hassan once and only got right-wing people talking crap on Hassan despite me being subbed to Hassan. That's weird. That's a really interesting thing. That doesn't happen to me. Like I don't get, I think Amber mentioned that too, like getting recommended a bunch of right-wing channels. Like that doesn't happen to me. YouTube will block non-payers if they have ad blockers. Uh, oh dang, I didn't know that about premium. I may genuinely swap because of it. Yeah, I mean like that was my decision making process. It's like, oh, an ad blocker is free, but also like it makes me feel bad when I like, like, cuz YouTube was a free service for a very long time. And I feel like some people, like there's a little bit of like taking that for granted that happens, where like you get used to the free content and then you're like, I don't want to pay money for free stuff. But like at this point, YouTube is such a massive platform with so many different, like, I don't know. I feel like I get my money's worth of it. Like I feel like I get my money's worth of YouTube Premium every month. Like no matter what. Like it's I think it's only like $11 a month, which compared to like Netflix now, which is like 30 whatever. Like Netflix is so expensive now. Like it's honestly a pretty reasonable price for me, considering like I watch more YouTube than I would watch like Netflix or anything. Like I watch YouTube like a lot. Like a lot. Um to be honest, premium is the way to go, and glad my debit card was charged, and most likely in the negatives because the ads are annoying, especially when they are 2 or more of uh each time and can't listen to music. Your debit card was charged and most likely in the negatives. I'm sorry to hear that, Matt. That's not good. I hope that that's not a serious problem. That happened to you. You got blocked using ad blockers. Interesting. I sometimes wonder if YouTube could charge advertisers more and decrease the amount of ads. It's such a big platform that it probably more valuable for advertisers. They probably could. They probably could. Honestly, that's a good point. I'm old and set in my ways. That said, I'm kind of glad old YouTube died. I hate the censorship now, but stuff back in the day, even 8 years ago, was extremely toxic. Yeah, for sure. Just did a quick calculation, and because I have premium, I have saved over 300 hours of just watching ads. Wow, that's some good math right there. I have premium and I didn't know that. I am not too tech savvy at all. That's okay. Premium is $13.99. Blech. Good night, Cal Fiore. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm definitely thinking about wrapping up here in just a couple minutes. Thought you wouldn't still be on after I did some chores. How much longer do you think you'll be on? Honestly, I'm thinking about like, oh, if you're gonna buy a subscription service, make sure you buy it on your desktop. If you buy a subscription service from your phone, it's almost always more expensive, which is disgusting. Like that should be regulated, but um, they can vary it by what you're using. Yeah, yeah, like if you buy a subscription service on your phone, it is almost always more expensive than if you log into your desktop and get the same subscription service. It's a really shady trick that a lot of companies have been using to like puff up their profits. YouTube music is great too, and ad free on mobile you can't get with an ad blocker. Yeah. Yeah, and like being able to play videos in the background, like not having to have the app up, it's huge. I know why your time is the same as me. We share a state. You helped me get my marker on my ID and with social security. Oh, your name changed. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. And yeah, yeah, we if you're in Ohio, I'm in Ohio too. Um I'm gonna probably start wrapping up here. I do want to mention uh Lauren, if you're free on Wednesday, there's a lobbying event happening at the Ohio State House. So anyone watching right now, there's a lobbying event happening at the Ohio State House on the 30th. They're trying to pass a budget bill with anti-trans provisions in it. And so we are going to lobby representatives to ask them to remove those provisions from the bill so that they don't sneak them in. But we can turn it into a public demonstration if enough people show up. So, no pressure, but anyone that's in Ohio and available that day, it would be great to have you there. Um, Holy crap, I'm never buying anything on mobile again. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, no, I wish I knew that forever ago because it's annoying. I use Android and iOS, but have found a workaround to not pay the iOS price by letting the card get declined on iOS and then let it charge and update it on Android. Oh, that's a really interesting tactic right there. That's kind of interesting. Uh, Leah, did you say you prefer us to sub through Patreon? Yeah, so I don't have channel memberships, and the reason why is because YouTube pays out a smaller percentage. So like I could do channel memberships, but I think I only get paid 50% or 40% of the channel memberships or something. Whereas on Patreon, I'm pretty sure the split is like 70-30 or something like that. Like I get paid more by percentage on Patreon. And apparently there are sites that are even better than that. So you know that there's anti-Trump protests on the first. I have not heard about those necessarily, but you have the same color nails. That's cute. I like these nails, blue and purple. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here and start getting sleepy and stuff. So I appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you so much. If you haven't watched my most recent video, please do. If you haven't liked the stream, please do. I have my link tree pinned here in the chat. If you click my link tree, it'll open up. You can see all my socials, but my Discord is in there, so you're more than welcome to join the Discord through the link tree. I would love to do that. Or my brain is shutting down. I would love to see you there. I would love to see you in the Discord. We got a lot of friendly people in there. It's a great community. Happy to see it. Base coat done, 2 coats, and now top coats. Oh, congratulations. I hope you enjoy your nails. I bet they're cute. Yeah, but thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you all so very much. The engagement was wonderful. I love chatting with you all. It's very fun. I had a great time. And I'll be back. My next stream will be next week. Um, you know, look out for a video. My video is probably going to be about the lobbying event in Ohio, because I'm going to go to it. So I'll probably just try to get some footage from that and use that for a video this week. Hopefully it'll come out. So yeah, anyway, thanks so much. Freddie is just like sitting back here. Like you can't see him, but there he is. Yeah. Say goodbye, Freddie. Say goodbye. Freddie says goodbye. Okay. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you so much. Oh, and drink water. Drink some water. You know what I mean? Like drink water. Like find water, drink it. Do that. Please do that.